3 p.m. and we are calling to order the Inkster City Council meeting for June 16, 2025. Who we have? Michael Kelly. Mr. Kelly, would you do the honors of leading us in prayer tonight?
Dear gracious and eternal God, once again we come before you, meek and humble before thy presence, Lord. Thanking you for this, another one of your days, Lord. As we, people of Inkster and council, come together as one, Lord, we ask, Lord, that you would touch the minds, the hearts, that every decision be made with the city in mind, Lord. Keep us together. Let us see the new Inkster coming forward. And these blessings we ask in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Everyone, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Byron Nolan. Mayor Pro Tem Chisholm.
He's here. He said it silently, though. And I'm present as well.
Councilwoman Rutledge. Present. Councilman Bishop.
Present.
Councilwoman Scott.
Present.
Councilwoman Howard.
Here.
And Councilwoman Richardson.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We're down to closed session. We don't have anything for that at this time. We're down to approval of the agenda. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the agenda? Yes. And of course, we are adding on item G. Everybody make note of that, correct? All righty. It's been properly moved. Is there support?
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item number 3, presentations, introduction of guests, and announcements. Our first presentation will be Portia Powell, President and CEO of One Detroit Credit Union. Good evening.
Good evening.
Officers, thank you very much for allowing me some time on your agenda. I actually will be really brief, but I wanted to take an opportunity. I hadn't personally come out. Sorry about that. Hadn't personally come out and address council since we've opened our branch at the Dozier Recreation Center. So wanted to have an opportunity to do that. And then also just update some progress and some of the success that we've received thus far. We've been in Inkster now for just over 6 months. Those first few months was really us getting acclimated, understanding the community, understanding the landscape, but we are starting to make some momentum. And I just wanted to share some of those things with council and some of the residents so that the residents and council can become a little bit more familiar with who One Detroit is and specifically what we're doing immediately in the community that's here. Let's see. We have a program, and I was super excited about this because this is a national program, and really what it does is it's designed to encourage savings, so it's called Save to Win. And so members, every time you do a $25 deposit into your savings account, it's like a drawing entry, and we pull here locally one winner every month. They get $250. Well, Miss Belitha won the national contest, so I got the fortunate pleasure of calling her and telling her I had a $5,000 check waiting for her.
All right.
Yes. Just for a $25 deposit, that she made. And although that's a program that's really designed to just encourage people to get in the habit of savings, imagine how this benefited her in just a major way to just unexpectedly receive $5,000. So I was super excited to be able to call her and offer that. And that's just one of the programs that we have at One Detroit, but this is one that paid off for this Inkster resident in a really big way. Giving back in the community. In February, the original photo that you guys saw posted, in February we hosted our all-team meeting. For 2 reasons I decided to host it here. A, I wanted all of our employees to now understand the relationship we had with the city of Inkster, actually see the branch, get an opportunity to come to the community center and really start to engage in the community. And then we also had a community giving project where we packaged over 500 soup kits that day that was able to feed over 2,000 families in Inkster and some of the surrounding cities. And so we do this every year. We decided this year to host it directly in Inkster. We had some of the residents actually come in that day. We've given soup kits to the seniors. And so just making sure that we are now starting to become a really involved part of the community outside of just having a financial institution here. And so both of those were just two additions to some of the great things. But these are some of the things I'm most excited about. And this is as of the end of April. So these numbers are actually continuing to grow on a daily basis. But we've already opened over 114 new accounts for residents directly in Inkster. We've invested, and although it looks like a small banking center, that banking center cost us over $500,000 to build when you're thinking about staffing and servicing every day. And so the point of me sharing that is because I want both council and the residents to understand that we're fully committed to this. This wasn't just a fly-by-night decision. We've invested serious dollars, and we want to also make serious impact. To date, or no, this is as of the end of April, we've actually already put on the books $126,000 in small loans to Inkster residents. So that's funds that's directly going back into this community. Dollars we've been able to help everything from bill consolidations, car loans, to even some home improvement loans. I think we have 2 home equity loans pending right now for Inkster residents. We lend up to 100% of their value because we know home ownership and being able to make those improvements directly supports economic development in the area. So we are fully vested and proud. We're making dollars. I actually think we have more than this in the pipeline right now. So it shows just the momentum and money we're putting back. That 126,000 equated to 21 small loans. I actually even think we've done some loans for a few city councils. So I'm very excited to see and thankful that you guys are engaged. And I think it starts with the leadership, but we want to now make sure that all of the residents understand that we are fully vested. We are Inkster's financial institution, and we're really here and committed to staying. Some of the questions that I've received is how can you all and how can residents support One Detroit? And the number one way to do that is by becoming a member. Our products and services are designed for the community, for the communities we're in. They're tailored, and so becoming a member is the best way to support the organization. It keeps your money here locally. It gives us the leverage we need to make more loans in the community, and it goes directly back into the community here in Inkster. The second piece is making impact deposits. We have businesses who deposit with us just so that we can put dollars and loans back into the community, but we also have national organizations that make impact deposits. We have deposits from organizations such as Apple. We've worked with Costco to make impact deposits. So these are organizations that literally just put deposits on the books so that we can make more loans in the Inkster community. And so we have a lot of organizations that do that. And then we also have a foundation. And a lot of people wonder what that is. Because we're a nonprofit organization, we're not able to do traditional sponsorships in which a lot of the larger banks are, because we are a nonprofit organization. So what we typically do is raise money through our foundation and then give that directly back to organizations in our community. Last year we gave a gift to the Inkster Police Department for the Adopt a Child, and that was $2,500 that we gave and was able to really help those kids. And so the point of me sharing this is, I wanted you guys to see we aren't just here, we're making some direct results. Our team is fully engaged in the community. We're growing here, and we want to continue to do that. And the best way that we can do that is by making sure we have full support from not only the residents, but the council. Okay. Any questions for me? Sorry that my back is to you all. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Alrighty, we are down to our second presentation. Paul Jones, CEO of Prosper Us Detroit.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and the fine people of Inkster. I appreciate this opportunity, but I will make one complaint. I always get a little bit upset when you make me speak behind Portia. She's does so much great things for this community. But I'm really excited to tell you a little bit about Prosper Us. I'm gonna start, click here. Perfect. I'm gonna throw out a number, and I want you guys to keep this in the back of your mind. At the last slide, or close to last, I'll tell you why this number is important. So that magic number for tonight is 5%. Keep that number in mind, 5%. So before I tell you about what we do, let me tell you about what we believe. Prosper Us is an organization that's committed to supporting vibrant neighborhoods and economic mobility through entrepreneurship. We understand, and we've seen firsthand, that the grit, innovation, determination exists here in Inkster, like many other communities. However, the resources aren't always as equally distributed, and we're here to right-size that. We understand that through entrepreneurship, we can create opportunities for wealth generation in vibrant neighborhoods. Not only do we believe it, we know that. Oops. Maybe this way. All right. So here's our approach. And this is, I like the tree. We understand that to truly make our impact, we, one, have to listen to the community. So we're not one of these organizations that comes in and starts telling you what we're going to do. We come in and say, what do you need? How can we be value add? How do we get the best and extract the most out of the residents and citizens of Inkster? Then, once we understand that, we create different training, entrepreneur training courses, as well as capital solutions. We have our own balance sheet, and we lend in a way that's conducive to neighborhoods, not extractive. And when we put these things together, the training and the capital, we have seen firsthand how this creates opportunities to close this ever persisting and wealth gap. So that's what we do. That's our motto in a nutshell. Oops. There we go. And just to summarize that, again, we work really closely with what we call trusted connectors, communities that are different organizations that are deep-rooted in the city of Inkster to understand what type of needs there are in the community from an entrepreneurial development standpoint. What type of businesses are needed? What type of services are needed to create vibrant neighborhoods? Then we provide different training, and we hire accountants, bookkeepers, industry professionals to support these businesses. And then we also add the most often elusive part of the equation, the capital. We provide direct loans to businesses. I call it believe me money because a lot of times when we're working with businesses, no one has ever provided them a loan before. We're their first, second, and third loan. And these loans, our training, typically results in other organizations, other banks, other community development organizations to invest as well. Once they see Prosper Us in the neighborhood, it leads to other institutions putting money as well. Here's some of the partners we work with. We have different training sites throughout the city of Detroit, and we're expanding assertively in Outwayne. Inkster, I would say, is one of our Outwayne hubs. We started investing in Inkster a couple of years ago, and we've had some really strong outputs already. So we do partner with GABA, for example. We've had training courses here in the Inkster Library where we trained several entrepreneurs. I'll get into those numbers pretty quickly. And now we're bringing other resources, other different industry trainings to right here in Inkster for the residents and the citizens of Inkster. So again, our motto is not to tell you what you need and tell you to come to us for. Our motto is to listen to what you need or what you feel like will help support your community, and then bring the resources to you. And we've already done that through our training at the city of Inkster, at the Inkster Library. So here's a little bit about what we've done so far. We launched our training site in Inkster in 2023. We've had over 60 participants, 62 come through our training program. 100% have been entrepreneurs of color, and over 50% have identified themselves as entrepreneurs from low-income households. We've done 14 TA projects, and what that means is that we've hired accountants, marketing companies, et cetera, for over 14 companies. This equates to about $35,000 of grants by way of providing them with direct assistance. We've given away 10 laptops, and we started some industry training. We launched industry training around food businesses because Inkster, as we've learned, is really a hotbed for great food companies, and we want to leverage that and empower that. We've already done 2 loans. equate to $100,000. 100% of those were people of color, and 50% are women-owned business owners. I like to see that 50% a little bit higher because I think we get some of our best return on investment when we lend to, to women-owned businesses. That $100,000 has resulted in 5 jobs. So what we have noticed is that for every $20,000 that we invest equals a job, and not just a job somewhere down the street, a job in Inkster in the communities, and that's really important for us. So here's where that 5% comes in, and it's the third or fourth business. I did a deep dive survey or study a couple years ago. I studied all the different nonprofits that do lending in Wayne County. And first I started and I realized that there's over 60,000 businesses in Wayne County. About 50% of them are in the city of Detroit. So about 50% are in out Wayne. Of all the capital that has been distributed from different mission-based lenders, such as ours, only 5% has gone to out Wayne. So 95% of the capital has gone to businesses in Detroit, and 5% have gone to businesses outside Detroit. Inkster, like PPP and everything else, got a small fraction. So like I said, lots of talent, lots of ability, lots of grit, but few people are assertively targeting Inkster as a destination for their resources. We are, as you've seen, are committed to changing that. One of the things that I've also noticed that whenever we put $1 in, it usually leads to about 5 times fold of other people, other banks, other lenders matching our money and lending in the community. So we're usually the first money in, but attracts a lot more resources. Over the next couple of years, through our training, we are really excited about our pipeline. We have a robust number of businesses that are ready for our capital, and we're committed to lending. And I think over the next couple of years, we hopefully will lend over $500,000. And we believe that that will result in a direct investment of over $2, maybe $2.5 million. And this is for our small businesses in Inkster. So we are committed to making that 5% a lot higher through our own capital and through capitals from other national organizations that once they see us in there, they share our commitment for Inkster. We're really excited about the collaboration. So we work really closely with One Detroit Credit Union because they do a lot of consumer lending and we do small business lending. And the most important collaboration that we can have is a collaboration of you, the community. Thank you very much for you allowing us to be part of your dynamic tapestry and fabric. We love Inkster and we're excited to make a big impact here. Thank you. Questions? All right.
Questions for council? All righty, thank you, sir. Move it down to public hearing, which is item number 4. We have no public hearings at this time. On to item number 5, consent agenda. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the regular city council meeting minutes from June 2nd, 2025? All right, the floor is open for a motion.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Down to item number 6, boards and commissions. Does anyone have anything for boards and commissions at this time? Hearing none, we're down to item number 7, ordinances. First reading. Madam Clerk.
First reading, amend the City of Inkster Code of Ordinance, Sections 52.00, 52.01, 52.10, and 52.11 pertaining to water standards of operation service to hold first public reading of the proposed amended ordinance June 16, 2025, and schedule a public hearing for June 24, 2025, immediate effect. Second reading, item A. Second reading, TA 25-01, consider amendment to Title 15, Chapter 155, Item J of the city's Code of Ordinance as it relates to reducing the maximum amount of retail marijuana locations from 8 to 4. Item B, Second reading, consider Planning Commission recommendation to approve the rezoning 60 parcels from the M1 Light Industrial District to the R-1B One Family Residential District. Dunning area, rezone 49 parcels from the M1 Light Industrial District to the RM Restricted Multiple Dwelling Low-Rise District, Cherry and Harrison area, and rezone 5 parcels from the R-1B One Family Residential District to the PUD, Planned Unit Development District, Henry Ruff and Parkwood area.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. That was our first and second reading of ordinances. We're down to item 8, new business. Item 8A.
Consider amend, TA 25-01, consider amendment to Title 15, Chapter 155, Item J of the City Code of Ordinance as it relates to reducing the maximum amount of retail marijuana locations from 8 to 4, immediate effect.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item B.
Second reading, consider Planning Commission recommendation to approve the rezoning 60 parcels from the M1 Light Industrial District to the R-1B One Family Residential District, Dunning area, rezone 49 parcels from the M1 Light Industrial District to the RM Restricted Multiple Dwelling Low-Rise District, Cherry, Harrison area, and rezone 5 parcels from the R-1B One Family Residential District to the PUD, Planned Unit Development District, Henry Ruff, Parkwood area.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item C.
Consider approval of Roosevelt Robichaud All-Class Reunion Picnic, date August 30th, 2025, time 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., place Tyrone Wheatley Park.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item D.
Consider adoption of the included resolution for installation of a new water main in property owned by Wayne County that will provide redundancy in the water distribution system.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Item E.
Consider authorization for the Department of Public Services to install speed bumps at their previous locations throughout the city and replace those that were damaged for approximately $40,000.
The floor is open for a motion.
So moved.
Is there support?
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there discussion? Hearing none. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, are we gonna, continue this program, or you guys gonna talk about it, or?
Oh, I guess just following up on, recapping on what the conversation we had
Right,
earlier.
Conversation that we had earlier.
When we talked about, should there be a potential date to pick up all the speed bumps in the
I
fall?
was thinking if
or-
we try to move, we pick, and this is obviously Jerome's final decision, but if we pick them up early, then we avoid some of the issues that we previously discussed. And if it doesn't work next year, we just don't do it, you know? But like, we gotta give things some time to kind of be
Right.
fixed, instead of just,
Mr. Bivens, with
pulling the plug so fast.
with that being a federal grant, how does that work with potentially pulling the plug? Not saying we are, and how does that work with setting a hard date to pick
I would
up?
have to read, that's the date is on the city, but I would have to read the agreement to make sure we're in compliance with it.
Okay, let's make sure we're
But
okay.
if you want me to pick them up, I can pick them up in October, you know. The administration could decide on that.
Okay.
You know, whether we pick them up and when we put them back down earlier in the spring.
Right, that way we get more,
Weather,
more use out of them.
weather gauge.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else for discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item F.
Consider authorization for the Department of Public Service to enter into an agreement with the Michigan Department of Transportation, MDOT, to secure funding for the 2025 sidewalk project and adopt the included resolution.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Is there discussion?
I have a question.
Go right ahead, Councilwoman.
Okay. For the, I know we were having, we were under a sidewalk. We had funding for sidewalk improvement, correct?
We got a grant the first year, last year for sidewalk improvement. this
And
is
you were
the-
doing them by areas,
Right, and this is the second one.
and this is the second one.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sorry I wasn't here. So, are you still doing them by areas?
Yeah, we're going from Cherry Hill to Central, from Middle Belt to Avondale.
Okay. I guess my concern is that if it's possible that there are some locations that may need to be addressed earlier in waiting for a couple of years to come and get your sidewalk repaired, depending on the severity of the sidewalk where people could be injured.
So when we apply for money and grants and stuff, we have to give them the location and area which we plan on addressing. So we have to stay within those boundaries.
Okay.
And I addressed that because I've got complaints prior about sidewalks. And unfortunately, I had to address that myself. When I had surgery, I couldn't walk up and down my sidewalk and do the physical therapy because my sidewalk was so bad. And I've been waiting at least 3-4 years. So that's why I'm addressing it. I would hate to see someone get injured and they would come and sue the city. And that's kind of my concern. That's why I'm addressing it.
I got one other, I'm sorry, were you done, Councilwoman Richardson?
Yes.
Are you also addressing the issue where there's no sidewalks? Are you replacing?
Yes.
Anybody else for discussion about the 2025 sidewalk replacement program? Alrighty, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to item G.
Item G, which is an add-on, consider approval of capital improvement plan for state certification redevelopment ready cities.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. And just a side note, this will be posted online, so everyone will be able to access it and review it as you need. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. We're down to public participation. At this time, we have 10 cards that have been turned in. Our first one is Dr. Louise A.J.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, all members of the council, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not learned, I am one of the trustees of the Leanna Hicks Public Library. I have come today to let you know about some of the things concerning the library. The Leanna Hicks Library is going to develop, or is in the process of developing, a 2026 calendar. If you don't mind, I'd like to read this. And I have flyers in the hallway, right at the door. We're creating a calendar highlighting the history of the library, and we want to hear from you. Stop by our table during the Juneteenth celebration and share a story with genealogist Jean Winborn, who will conduct interviews for this oral history project. Share your memories and experiences of the library. Your story may be added to the calendar. Let your voices be heard. Also, you may be able to share information on January 14th from 12 to 3, and on Saturday, July 12th, 1 to 3. I would also like to let you know some of the programs that are happening at the library, one in which I have been present at. And I mean, I say that like that because I like to paint. And in the painting, they have a paint and listen. So if you come July 26th from 3 o'clock to 4:45, that is a beachy edition, and then another edition August 23rd. What you do is they provide the canvas, they provide the paint, and you have the audible there where we are listening to an audible at the same time. Also, we'd like to point out that now we're also working with mini golf, July 12th. Enjoy a fun day out with family and friends. All right, so in addition to that, please do not forget about the history. Now, in addition to that, I have also some flyers that are fold out. I do have them there. If you don't have your library card, it's important that you get it. We're going to be doing some important things. Also, I want to remind you, we need friends of the library. We need individuals who are interested in becoming a friend. It's not very expensive. If you are working with your family and you have children, 17 and under, you pay only $10 for a year, $8 for an individual, and if you are a senior, over 62, $2. We need you to come and be a member of the Friends. We want you to be there for our meetings. Our meetings are on the 4th Thursday of each month in the room, which is the common room as you go in to the left. Also, we have a flyer here to let you know we are helping hands, we support the library, we advocate, and we provide. If you would like any of the flyers that I have, I will have them for you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Donnie Harris.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
I'm going to just make this real short. That was a beautiful presentation from Credit Union. Lovely, lovely. The chief pretty much informed me on what we need to do with this nuisance law concerning this one neighbor is terrorizing the whole block. I'm just going to give you the short version. He was out. This dog, he just purposely lets the dog out. On 6/6, the dog was seen at 5:41. 6/12, the dog was seen at 8:17, 8:32, 9:04, 9:06, 9:10, 9:22, 9:25. This was just one day. Next day, he was seen 7 times. I'm just going to cut through it. He was seen 7 times. Officer Mills, Officer Hall came to the scene, grabbed the dog, and put him back in the yard. Now, I understand that we don't have room for the dogs and so forth and so forth, and we're making room. That's a good thing that we have a dog pound coming. But I think we're going to be $500,000 short. No, we're not going to be short at all. Oh, that's lovely, lovely. That's a beautiful thing. So that being said, other than that, Chief has put me up on necessary steps we need to take. District 1, I need you to call it. I need you to call me.
You calling my cell phone?
I don't know. Your voice answers, so I don't know if it's your cell phone or not. So, and I'm hearing this from the rest of the neighbors and David Griffin Estates.
Okay.
So,
There's something going on with my phone, but okay.
Yeah, so,
Okay, I just want to point out, though, like, you're not the only one.
Okay.
Because mine doesn't always.
Yeah, so, we need to know what's going on because, just answer some of the questions and we can kind of, because I think he's wasting manpower, muscle power, manpower. Just the whole 9 yards. I mean, who's running the show? Is he running the show or are we running the show? That's what I would say. So I know it's a big ship, took over another administration and so forth and so forth. It's a big ship you're trying to turn around and retrain people and hold the mindset. It's unbelievable. I would say, you know, I want my trees cut down too, but I had to come out my pocket and if I want them down, I got to cut them. You know, we don't have it in the budget to, you know, to cut down the trees. So that being said, I would kindly petition this body, could we have some no parking signs on Pine Street if it's in the budget, and no ball playing signs in the street if it's in the budget?
On Pine Street, where at?
Across the street from Woodson, where Woodson used to be, as you come off Miller Belt to the right down the street from the police station there.
Oh,
And so we have some there, about 3 or 4 from Miller Belt to, we have some there, about 3 or 4. But on my end, we have none. And if we can cut down some of that traffic, parking on the wrong side of the street, that's a nice $10,000 worth of tickets back there. Let's write the tickets, Let's write the tickets, And I know, that you're giving them, because I hear when I go pay my water bill, they complain. So I know the tickets are being written. So, but we have to cut somewhere, or we're gonna wait for the Easter Bunny. I don't know. So I'm gonna get my head chopped off for that one. Okay, all right. I don't know. Well, I keep waiting for the Easter Bunny, but we need these fines and these tickets to be. We got to write them. We have to write them. We have to have some kind of form of resources to come back to the city.
okay.
And I was glad to hear that Beneath the G won that $5,000. I can't wait to get home and tell my wife that her friend won $5,000, and I'm going to make it my business to also join, because it's a money stand here in the community. I need to be a part of that.
Mr. Harris, you have my email too, right?
Email, I don't do. I got your phone number. I'm old school.
Yeah, 'cause that's,
I'm old school.
I might have to get a new
We'll have to
phone
figure
tomorrow.
something out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. Mr. Cameron Lee Fitz L.
Charge everything.
Yeah, for real. He really is.
Cell phones. I was gonna go to IT. I could have drawn.
How y'all doing?
Good evening.
I just wanted to know why the eviction process is having a problem in Inkster, getting rid of tenants, squatters in your house. And, I don't understand, what's going on with this. You got people squatting in people's houses, and it's hard to get them out. It's affecting all of us. I'm a taxpayer. I pay my mom's tax, dad's tax back in the past. So, what seems to be the problem? I mean, you don't want to answer that. You know what I'm saying?
Chief Jenkins.
To the mayor about the evicting people, out of houses and stuff. I
Is
just
it a particular
protocol.
address that you're speaking about?
Yes,
sir?
3845 Henry. I got squatters in my house. I can't get in my own house.
At 3845 Henry.
Yes. And I've been all around my head to get to my thumb. And as well as Byron told me to press charges because he took my locks off my door and my cameras and just moved in the house. Wow. I said that's B&E, but they're still in there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Michael Kelly and Ed Miller.
How's everybody doing today? Just want to come make an update. When last we spoke at the complex, we talked about how the Funketeers were going to be on America's Got Talent. Well, that day has come. We're going to be on there Tuesday. So tomorrow, 8 p.m., we're representing the city. We just want to let everybody know we're going to be on. I know it's all on our social media. We just wanted to come up here and let everybody know in person. We just excited
And we
about
need your support. Support, please. We need your support. We represent Inkster.
When you guys are going to be on there tomorrow, does it show tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
What stations?
Channel 4, Peacock, one or the other.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. We went out in March and recorded everything.
Okay.
So it's a done deal. What happens now, once this episode comes, if we win this, we'll go back and go to the final. So the goal is, to win that $1 million and to get that name out there so everybody can see the Funketeers from Inkster.
All right, all
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. So they gonna keep letting us old men get out, and we gonna keep getting down.
We senior citizens doing this, you know?
So
Congratulations,
that's it.
gentlemen.
Just wanted to let you know. There's gonna be a watch party at my church at Gethsemane. Whoever wants to come, please come on. So we'll see y'all at the top.
Thank you.
All right.
Amen.
Thank
God
you
bless
for your
you.
time.
Thank you. Miss Moore, excuse me, Miss Maureen.
Hello, everybody. This is Maureen Monahan, Council,
Good evening.
Mayor Pro Tem. Just a couple things. I was outside all day today, and I'm out Vernon and Amherst. They're not stopping at all at the stop sign now. They're not even rolling through it. They're just going right through it. I haven't seen any police cars there, so just wanted to bring it to your attention.
They have written tickets over there. They were literally over there last week, writing tickets.
Good, good. Also, are we done realigning sewer lines? Do you guys know?
Mr. Bivens, are we done relining sewer lines? I don't think we're finished.
Oh, they're not done? I'm not seeing any code reds about it either.
Oh, any
I
code red
wondered
alerts.
if they were done or not, since I haven't seen any code reds.
Gotcha.
I just found out today, or this week at 259 Brentwood, I gave you guys a picture. It looked like the sewer was falling on one side, and my neighbors told me, well, it's fixed. Who did it and why? I got no response.
That's the property behind yours? You said 259?
Probably next to me behind me that I showed you the picture of. It's been fixed, but why? No one's said anything to me yet. And I haven't heard anything about the water structure issues on Amherst. You told me you'd have an answer in 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. You have an answer?
I will have a written answer to you this week.
Excuse me?
I will be drafting a letter to you this week.
Okay, all right. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Shatina Jones.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I just wanted to come because I need some help from everybody here. So we're having a community business expo on Sunday. However, lots of people have become busy. So we've had quite a few businesses just drop out. So we would love to get the community's help. If you know of any businesses who would like to participate, so that we can make sure that we can bring businesses that are in Inkster, so we can bring us all together. We talk a lot about building together in community, so we definitely want to be able to do that. We also have a party that is coming up that's not $125. It's in August. So we are bringing back our original Pearl Jam party. It will be held August 23rd, 2025, but just wanted to make sure so we can see you all at this particular event. And then we're also going to be doing a summer program in collaboration with one of our Inkster partners. So we'll be back with more flyers for you. So that's it.
What time is the event on Sunday?
The event on Sunday is from 1 to 4 p.m. and it's at Booker Dozier. So if you know of anyone who would be willing to come, you can email us at ETA, ETAIOTA, omega.glr.1908@gmail.com. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. April K. Garrett.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm representing the Westland A. Bennett Foundation, and I got on my Funketeer shirt, had to have it on, get everybody ready. Thanks again to the mayor, Mayor Nolan, council, and all the City of Inkster department heads that approved and supported our Juneteenth celebration. I know it was a lot going on. I think I saw Mayor Nolan and Councilman Bishop, Mr. Bivens, and I think I saw Troy, but I know everybody had a lot to do. We had our parade and were able to tell the children and community why we celebrate Juneteenth through a program featuring the AIA Gospel Choir and the Bennett Family Singers, as well as a costume rooster and our mascot, Fanny. The community enjoyed Kona ice treats. The children made self-image puppets. They were engaged with the animals in a petting farm, and they all enjoyed a celebratory meal from Famous Dave's. So thank you so much, everyone. We didn't run out of food this time. It was good. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Barbara Cooper.
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, Tired Council, the City of Inkster. The good fellows want to thank you all for your support on Friday for our fish fry. Those that couldn't come gave donations. I'm still getting donations, and I appreciate everybody that did everything. DPS? Yeah, y'all had over 17, 18 dinners. DPS is the one to beat. Okay, on October the 18th is our pancake breakfast. All you can eat pancakes. So I'll be bringing those flyers in. But thanks so much. I appreciate everyone. Everything was great. When I saw Councilman Bishop, I said, "You were not up in, what is it, Flint? You were?" He said, "I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way." I said, "Well, I appreciate you coming and helping us out. I just appreciate everybody that helped to get us out. Thank you so much."
Tangela Ward.
I think she left out.
Oh, she left out.
She outside.
Okay.
Award thing. My sister, she could see you. I would like to thank this man. Have a cup. And her Juneteenth celebration coming up on the 19th, Thursday in Inkster Park. Just want to invite everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
What time is it?
Thursday at what time?
11 o'clock.
All day Thursday, starting at 11 a.m. Okay. Inkster Park on John Daly. Thank you. Gabe Henderson.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, and my wonderful, beautiful family out there in the audience. I'm Gabe Henderson. I want to speak on, beautification. We're going to have a cleanup coming up the 28th of June, and we're going to have dumpsters at a location at Westwood Park, Storman Street, yeah, okay. Wheatley Park up in Penn Street, Booker Dozier at Middle Belt, and Lamont Park on Pine Street, okay? And I also want to thank y'all for helping us, good fellows, and also, and I didn't get a chance, I didn't see y'all, I know a lot of folks came in, and they had me back in the back. They keep me hid by me back there, trying. But I saw a few, I did see Brother Bishop, and I came in there and see what was going on, like Martin Dave said, what's going on, and I saw you there. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for that too. Okay, like I said, 28th of June, and we're going to have dumpsters out there. And I think the city is looking much, much better. I noticed even when they're cutting the grass and all that, they picking up the, the paper and stuff like that before they make the cut, so, and it's looking good. I want to thank y'all, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I just got to clean up my act, that's all. But anyway, I'm going to get that together. Well, I love y'all, and I
love you too.
Okay.
I like your overalls.
Pastor Gene.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, and our residents of the City of Inkster. What a wonderful community to live in. All of the amazing organizations that's doing such great work that we got the opportunity to hear about. So I just want to let everyone know that Mother's Pantry is open 2 days now instead of 1, and we're doing from 10 until 3. and our summer discovery program. It is time to register your 3rd and 4th grader. We're so excited to share that with the City of Inkster. It is in partnership with Balmer and the United Way. So we want to get our 3rd and 4th graders in there. We have 18 spots left, so let's spread the word and get our students in. Again, just sitting in the audience and listening to the amazing participation that's happening in this community, it is a great time to be a resident of the City of Inkster.
Oh, Pastor Jean, what 2 days?
Mother's Pantry, Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday. From what times?
10 until 3.
10 until 3. Thank you. And you only wrote Lebo on here.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you all. I miss being here all the time, but I've got some things to say, of course. Many of you might not know, but I'm actually one of the lieutenants over road patrol, which means I'm in charge of some of the guys in uniform. I just wanted to make sure everyone is aware that the chief has directed our officers to perform traffic enforcement within the neighborhoods. We have a continuous traffic enforcement detail, and they're out there several days a week, stopping people for these stop sign violations, these speeders, the individuals that are really impacting the daily life of our citizens. That is happening. It's happening several days a week. And you might not always see them parked out there because, you don't always look out the window at the same time, but they're there and they're doing it. Other than that, of course, have a few events to talk about. We just had our June Coffee with the Cop on June 12th at the Cherry Hill Place. It was a nice little ice cream social. I would encourage you to keep an eye on our Facebook page for our July one when that's announced. It's been a really good event. We sit down with Inkster officers, ordinance officers, and other officials to discuss whatever concerns you might have. It's a way to speak with us once a month, face to face. Additionally, our first movie night, which you all know near and dear to my heart, Friday movie nights. This one's going to be at the Mini Station, which is down at Pine and Middle Belt. It is going to be on June 27th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I don't know what movie's being shown yet, but it's sure to be good. I'm sure we're going to have our old standard with the food and drinks out there, so please come and join us for that. Additionally, the second Inkster Summer Camp is starting. That is beginning on July 7th, and it is going to run through August 15th. If you have 1st through 8th grade kids that you want them to kind of get involved and do things around the city at the Booker Dozier Rec Center, we are actively seeking those who want to be involved. We have flyers on our Facebook page. There's a QR code that you can follow to apply. Still taking applications. So you got a 1st through 8th grader that you want out of the house, send them our way. And last but not least, we have our National Night Out coming up on August 5th. Got a few months yet, but we're still actively seeking vendors, individuals who want to set up and have a booth, or if you want to volunteer your time, or if there's anything you'd like to do, be a part of the event, please reach out. Our community relations individual is Miss Lisa Burney. You can always call me, and I can get you in touch with her if you don't have her number yourself. Thank you all.
Lieutenant Lebo.
Sir.
Okay, just real quick, you all were highlighted on social media with Metro Detroit News about traffic enforcement with some of our top traffic enforcers.
Yes, we were.
Would you mind expanding upon that?
Yes, so we had Metro Detroit News ride with Sergeant Livingston and Officer Monroe, actually newer officer on the force. Yes. We all know Livingston, we all know the Ticketmaster. But yes, they rode with them for several shifts to kind of highlight the traffic enforcement that is being handled by our officers. Not just always ending in a citation, but sometimes education and a warning as well. But they're out there, they're doing their best to make sure everyone's informed and really starts to follow these safety laws within the city, so that way you don't got to worry about people blowing stop signs and ideally get those types of things brought down. And that's a continued partnership with Metro Detroit News, and that's something that we'll continue to highlight.
And the additional thing is, I stepped foot on something the first time in my life, which was an ice cream truck on Sunday.
Ah, yes.
Would you mind expanding
Yes,
upon
I
that?
can speak on the ice cream truck. Seriously, hats off to this woman. You guys know I was in community relations for years, and it's so amazing. There is a ice cream truck, a really big ice cream truck. It was brought out to the Father's Day event at the park, and we're going to be able to hand out ice cream to the kids, as well as other trinkets that we're going to keep on the truck. The program's just kind of getting launched, but you'll see it. It's huge. It's got the police dogs on the sides and everything. We're going to be passing out plenty of treats this summer to the kids, and we're really, really looking forward to it. It's going to be, if you see it rolling around, stop and get an ice cream.
Yeah, that's what they had too.
It's really cool.
Councilwoman Rutledge.
Chief? No,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any community event we do, we will be giving out free ice cream to the community.
Yes.
So they're taking donations.
Always taking donations. You got some ice cream, you got some money you want to donate, or even your time. We'll happily take you. Thank you, guys.
Councilwoman, you had a question?
Is there a deadline for the camp, for the kids to register for the day camp?
So, our orientation will be next week on the 18th with the families, the parents and the children. But we'll take applications up until the final day because I think so far we only have 45 kids that have registered for camp.
And this is.
Our goal is to get 100. So.
And what's the time, like the time of days for the camp? Like it's from like 9 a.m. to, like what time is the camp? Like it's all day?
9 to 4 a.m.
9 to 4.
9 to
do you
4.
guys do half a days? I have a godson. I'm like,
Gotta give up for the full day.
You don't want the full day?
No, you want.
he has like program during the front part. So I'm trying to figure out something to do the last part.
Yes, this is our second annual camp that we're having. It was very successful last year. Had lots of Inkster residents in there, and they learned lots of different life building skills as well as went on different field trips, and just had a good time.
Love it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all.
City Clerk.
As of June the 4th, I have a new deputy clerk, Mr. Rashaw Moore. Would you please stand? I would just like to welcome him, and he is amazing.
Welcome aboard.
It's election time.
That's it.
Did you need to make the one statement? Do we have any?
We don't have any.
Okay. All right, thank you. City Treasurer.
Just want to remind everyone that we have a meeting next Tuesday, I believe it is, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
That's June 24th at 5 p.m.
June
Everyone
24th is
welcome.
next Tuesday already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry?
I didn't realize that was June 24th already.
Yeah. At 5 o'clock here at City Hall.
Budget. All right. Mayor and Council Communication. Councilwoman Scott.
Nothing at this time.
Councilman Bishop. Councilwoman Rutledge.
Yes, I just wanted to thank Bernice King and Joyce Warren of District 1. They planted the flowers out front by the City Hall sign. And yeah, we appreciate them doing that. So if you see them, let them know that. That was a very nice gesture. They took their own money to do so. And it looks really nice out there. To my colleague, the rodeo was the bomb. I had a great time. If you haven't been to the Midwest rodeo, do yourself a favor and go. It's something about cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and the women this year were amazing in the show. They were amazing. Also, the event, the fish ride that the mayor had, wonderful event. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. The kids, just to see them out playing, was just a very nice, it was a very nice event. Peaceful. Thank you. Yes, very peaceful. Yep. That's it.
All righty. Councilwoman Howard.
Nothing at this time.
Councilwoman Richardson.
Yes, thank you. Just want to thank the citizens and some of my colleagues that reached out to me. I did have surgery, recovering pretty good. I did get a call from a concerned citizen because they thought I had a C-section.
Was that their exact words? Was that the exact words? Mr. Richardson, you care to explain? And he can't even talk. Alrighty.
Nobody but Inkster. You guys are really special. I love you guys.
Special is an understatement.
A C-section. Yes, that kind of shocked me too. I figured the mayor started it. I'm he can't talk now.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
You need to write a note on that one.
Yeah. You know, I believe in miracles, but not that one. But I really want to thank you guys for your kindness and everything that you've done, your prayers. So I do appreciate that, and I just want to say thank you. And that's all.
Alrighty. I'll save the mayor for last.
He can't talk.
Yeah, I know.
Talk
Penn and Teller. So Seeds to Feed picnic is June 22nd, 2025, next Sunday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., and that will take place at Inkster Park. So if you all are free, had availability, come on out. It's just like the Father's Day picnic, a great event with tons of Inkster residents there just celebrating and having a good time. Also, I recently
Stephen? Sorry.
I'm sorry, the time? 3 to 8 p.m. Also, I saw the post for the Friends of the Rouge with the canoeing and kayaking is coming back. And that will be this month. I believe it said June 21st. Yeah, because that's Sunday. So yes, it's this Saturday, as a matter of fact. The registration is open for that. I had the pleasure of, I thought I was going to bid everyone farewell when I stopped in Westland, where they launched from Vinoy and Glenwood. And then I was invited to take a canoe, sign a waiver, and get in the water. And I paddled all the way down to, was it Colonial Park? Colonial Park. And it was a great time. You get to see different parts of the city's infrastructure as well for those water outfalls and all that good stuff. It's my first time canoeing. I almost went past where we were supposed to stop because the current picked up and I was fighting trying to get back. But it was a fun time overall. So if you all are interested, please look into it and join. This also at Avondale and Eastern, there has been a couple of kids that I saw people posted on social media. So I, on my way to the rec center to purchase a dinner from the Goodfellows, I stopped and purchased a cup of lemonade from our two little entrepreneurs who are out there with their tent and their signs and doing something positive in the community. And Ms. Lowe said there was someone else selling bracelets down the street for $1 as well. So we do try to support our young individuals who are trying to do something positive and learn the ropes of entrepreneurship. And I think that is, Father's Day, yes, it was a great event. I was there. Unfortunately, the mayor lost his voice there. And so we're going to have to go back to the park and find it so he can be back to himself. So other than that, that is all I have. Anybody else have anything else? Nope. All righty. The time is 8:04 p.m. And is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. This meeting is now adjourned. Have a good night, everyone.